Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV, the #1 streaming station on the planet. We come here and we work to improve ourselves because that's kind of the whole point of life, to try to, get the things we want out of life by becoming more evolved, by learning how to manage ourselves and control ourselves better, and to enjoy life more as well. So, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Today was day 2 of a chess tournament or a chess class that I'm teaching, and it was pretty good. I saw some good chess being played by some of my younger students, which is always nice. I have a few total beginners that I have to spend a lot of time with, just basically teaching them the basics. But then other than that, we have a lot of repeat customers, people that have taken many of my chess courses before. So it was good. Everything went well. The class was in order. There's 15 students in this chess class that I teach, and everyone was pretty well behaved. You know, the ages were like 5 to 12 or so, and I kept them in line because you got to do that. A lot of when you're young, you don't understand that concept of how, like, if a teacher's trying to teach you something, and the student next to you screaming in your face, you're probably not going to learn as much, right? You're probably not going to learn nearly as much, but that's just how it goes. So I got to keep everyone in line in that chess class, and in all the chess classes I teach. Those of you who don't know me, my name is Agni James, and I'm a chess instructor IRL. I've also been streaming guided meditations for the last 2.5 years. And prior to that, I was running guided meditations for about 15 years. And then I also have a master's in philosophy, so we do all sorts of good stuff here. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a really good day today. We are going to start by playing some random chilled chess on Lichess. I'm just going to play some anonymous chess and make it instructive because I'm a teacher and that's what I do. So let's see here. Let me load this up so everyone can see it. Display, there we go. This was the last game I played. My opponent resigned. I was in a completely winning position, right? Look at this. Their knight is being hit by 3 pieces, right? The bishop, the queen, and then the rook. I'm going to break all this open, and they are going to be in trouble. They're going to be in a lot of trouble. Also, I have this killer idea, right? Knight hops in here to d4, attacking the queen and the pinned knight. Now notice this knight can't move because the bishop will capture the queen. Such is life, right? Okay, anyways, let's do it. Let's play some chess. Hey, Aristotle, man. Hold on a second. Aris is here. Big shout out to my brother, dude. Aristotle, dude. Holy shit, man. Shout out. And we're going to get you in here, man. How are you doing tonight, dude? It's been a while. I haven't been streaming as much lately, man. I've been streaming like once a day for the last few weeks. That's kind of the issue. That's a good question. Whatever happened to Hans Niemann? So, Hans had a defamation lawsuit scheduled. Let me actually get out of this for a second. So Hans had a defamation lawsuit scheduled against, or not scheduled, but against Hikaru Nakamura, Magnus Carlsen, and the Magnus Carlsen Group, and I believe Chess.com. And it was completely dismissed. The judge was like, "Hey," man, your lawsuit is not cool. There's nothing good about it. Hey, Retheus, thank you so much for the subscription, man. Much appreciated, friend. Totally appreciated, man. Well, thank you. We're just talking about chess. We're talking about Hans Niemann. So Hans Niemann is the funny character who Magnus Carlsen basically accused of cheating, and then on Chess Bros, it's another channel for chess streaming. Someone in chat said, hey, maybe he was cheating via anal beads, and then the whole thing blew up. Elon Musk even tweeted about it. The whole thing went viral, and it was pretty crazy, right? So Hans was banned from Chess.com for, it was either 6 months or a year, and he was banned from over-the-board tournaments as well for 6 months. But I believe he's now competing again. Whether or not there will be more anal beads, who knows, right? Security's a little tighter. Maybe they're going to frisk him. They're going to frisk him down Cook County, Chicago style. Cook County jail, prison, Chicago style. So we'll see. But at the end of the day, the guy is a grandmaster. He's a legit grandmaster. He was just trying to be trying to be like one of the best super GMs, and he cheated. He cheated, even though they have no conclusive proof. Proof from the chess.com's algorithm basically shows that he was cheating. Let's see. Retheus, you said you read about that. Okay, cool. Yeah. Did you see It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode about that? Come out like a month ago? It was hilarious. No, I used to love that show, but I haven't seen Always Sunny in like maybe, I don't know, like 5 years or something like that. It's been a while. I used to love that show. It's funny too, because when I first started, I was like, no, this is just too negative. It's too abrasive. And then I think I kind of got desensitized to it. And then I was like, hey, this is actually pretty funny. I like the episode where Danny DeVito was talking about the kid diddler and diddling the kids. I thought that was pretty fucking ridiculous. But yeah, it's a good show. It really is. It's a good show. Retheus, you say it's called Frank Beats Russia or something like that. Yeah, I'll check it out, man. I'll totally check that out. That sounds pretty badass, dude, to be honest. But Retheus, man, it's been a long time for you too, man. What's going on with you these days? What's new with you? I hope you're doing well. The main cast or the antagonist? All right. Yeah, we're gonna start off with some chess today, and then we're gonna hop into a guided meditation. And by the way, check out my new stream setup. Remember, I didn't used to have these Alex Gray prints in the background. Remember, I just had the Amitabha Buddha. And by the way, look what we got here. We got the red, we got the green, and we got the blue. So we got some interesting lighting going on now. I used the blue last time for the meditation, and everyone was totally digging it. I think it's like a real chilled, peaceful way of doing it. The red, not so much. Like I wouldn't want to meditate in this kind of environment. I kind of feel like if you were trying to meditate in this kind of environment, you'd lose your mind probably, right? Or else maybe you'd think you were going to hell. You know, like one of those two. But the blue is pretty beautiful, right? It's very calming and tranquil. And then you have different shades of everything. So, but anyways, yeah, we're gonna. Oops, we got to stick with this for now while I play some chess. Retheus, you say things are going well. What's new with me? I don't know. I decided to actually take next week off of teaching chess and just be done for the summer. Because I've been getting burned out. I've had a lot of back pain lately, and it's been bothering me, and I really want to get that resolved. I got to get some tests done and shit like that. I might have arthritis in my back, which would fucking suck. It would really suck. But I've been having back pain for a long time, so I got to kind of reevaluate how I live my life and things like that. And the other thing is I'm a yogi, and I'm someone who's physically active. I work out 3 hours every day, and I've done so for years. So like, you know, for me not to be able to work out as hard as I can, it's gonna really affect me mentally, emotionally, and physically, obviously. So, sorry to hear about my back pain. Yeah, I get it, man. And I appreciate it, man. But yeah, it's just something that happens, you know. Things happen to people, right? You know, you get physical ailments all the time in life, and you know. I currently have back pain, so it sucks. Hopefully, I'll be able to figure out some kind of cure or some kind of way to decrease the pain. I'm not big into taking medication, but I started a new one called sulfasalazine that I went to a rheumatologist, and she's like, do you have rheumatoid arthritis? Sulfasalazine helps. But apparently I don't have that. I have osteoarthritis apparently, so we'll see what happens. Aristotle, you say slick. Yeah, man, I dig the setup too, man. Thanks, I appreciate it. You know, if you're streaming for a long time, it's good to change it up, right? To change your background, change it up a little bit. And by the way, these Alex Gray prints were always above the computer, so no one could even see them. It's kind of funny. Like I've had those there for years, and then one day I was sitting back thinking, I'm like, I'm not even sharing these with my community. I got to share these with my community because Alex Gray is one of my favorite artists, and he's a pretty cool dude. Oh, so it's the same artist that did all the artwork for Inema, for Tool, and a lot, not the early stuff. He didn't do the artwork for like Undertow and the artwork for Opiate, but he did all the artwork for at least Inema, and I think like the next couple ones as well. But an interesting fact about Tool their guitarist Adam Jones actually was also a super creative type in the world of art. So he would actually, I believe he worked on the first Jurassic Park movie, like doing special effects and things like that. So if you ever look back at those old Tool videos like Sober and Prison Sex and all those, like that claymation art is all Adam Jones's. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, so it's but yeah, that's the same artist that does that did all the Tool artwork, and one of my good friends actually got to go and hang out with the guy. It was pretty cool. He got to hang out with him, and he went to like a chill and meet like Alex and Allison Gray. Allison is his wife, right? And he got to hang out with him. And I guess the funny thing about Alex Gray is, like, if you watch any of his DVDs or videos, he has like a very deep, slow, powerful voice, right? He's just kind of like very intense and kind of like deep and slow, right? But if you meet my friend said when he hung out with him in real life, Alex Gray talks like this. He's like he talks really fast, and he's like all like really excited and like kind of like wired up and talking like this to everyone. So it's kind of like a nice behind the scenes thing for everyone out there. Alex is actually just talks kind of like ridiculous in real life, but like, in all of his videos and all of his DVDs, he's always got that very slow, deep voice. But yeah. Tool's one of my favorite bands. I mean, it's funny, not as much so anymore, but just because we're talking about Tool, right here, I just happened to find this the other day. We got Maynard James Keenan, the illustrious Maynard James Keenan, lead singer of Tool, frontman of Puscifer, and frontman of A Perfect Circle. And he's a legend. He's a legend, but I don't know. Sometimes I kind of get the feeling that he hates his fans. So I've just I've kind of backed away from Tool a little bit. I've seen him, like, by the way, I've seen him probably 11 times. So it's not like I've never seen them or anything. So I get it. But yeah, they used to be one of my favorites, and I still definitely have a strong affinity for them. I just feel like their newer stuff doesn't really. It's not really novel. It's not really. It hasn't really evolved much. Like if you look at their last couple albums, they basically sound the same. 10,000 Days, sounds pretty fucking similar to their last album, right? I mean, there's some differences. There's like that Chocolate Chip Trip song that's like totally different or whatever, but a lot of it's the same, man. A lot of it's the same, and it kind of bums me out a little bit that they haven't been able to come up with some kind of new sound, I guess you could say. Reethius, you say he hates idiotic behavior. He totally does. And he also like requires interviewers to ask him like novel, interesting questions, which I guess is the same, man. I guess is the same. You said Reethius, you said you saw him in Salt Lake City like 20 years ago, and he saw a bunch of dickheads in the first couple of rows fighting, and he stopped the concert and told the bouncers to bounce. And also said, if you idiots don't stop fighting, I'm going to stop singing. And the dickheads retreated. Yeah, right. I mean, he doesn't like to see idiotic behavior. And maybe he does care. Who knows? But he's got that super sarcastic vibe about him. He's always super sarcastic. He's always being facetious. You can never get a straight answer out of the guy. Which is fine. I mean, I'm kind of the same way, right? Aristotle's been trying to get straight answers out of me, like, since the day I met him, and I can't give him a straight answer to save my life. Aris, you say Metallica's new album sounds the same too. Lots of those greats just release the same album over and over. Exactly, and I get bored with it, man. I get bored with that kind of shit. That's why I like Nails so much. Nine Inch Nails, every album sounds different. If you look at like Hesitation Marks, that sounded nothing like any of their other albums. They're always coming out with Trent's always coming out with new, interesting ideas, new different sounds, and it's always just pretty badass the way they produce music. All right. Let's see, where else are we at here? That's gonna be strolling. I think I want to play some chess because we're in the chess category, so we should play some chess. That's always my thing. All right. So this was the last game that I was playing. And we're going to hop into this. Eris, you say, have I been to a Cubbies game? I am going to go. I'm going to go to a game, by the way, this summer. I decided to take my dad to a Cubs game. So near the end of August, we're going to go to a game. But let's play some chess. This is what I do for a living. So let's do it. All right. Let's see how this goes. I'm playing anonymous chess on Elite Chess. Okay. I'm a D4 player, so I always start with D4 with white white pieces. Looks like some, okay, oh, he's going in for this line, all right. All right, then we get all this. He's going to do this probably, bring the bishop. Oh, he's going in for this. Now, I could take here, but then that gives him a pretty strong center. I think this is just correct. All right, let's pin the knight. Notice the knight is pinned to the queen, right? He can't move that knight. Otherwise, there's going to be major issues. Okay, so now the question is how to develop my pieces. I'm going to try something different just because I want to mix it up a little bit. Let's do this. I'm looking at, okay, so he's going in for this. Now the idea is he can take because my knight is pinned to the king, right? So I can't recapture that way. All right, whatever. We're coming back here. He'll probably come like here, which is fine then. Okay, no, he's going all the way back there. All right. All right, whatever. We're doing this. I'm looking at getting this push in eventually. That's the main idea of this line. And yep, you all can see this. We're all good here. Okay. So if I break now, he can hop his knight in here and his bishop scope is going to be open. So I'm not going to do that actually. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to support it. Or should I push even? Take. No, we're just going to support it. Okay. And then now that he did this, I might want to get this pushing. Yeah. I waited. Notice how I waited till he castled, right? Because now if he takes, this bishop's going to be kind of weak, right? And then I recapture. All right, so we got this line. He's looking at taking advantage of all this stuff, so I simply just castle. Let's see if he decides to take. Okay, we have this nonsense again. I can even bring my bishop back right here, or queen over. Actually, I think this looks pretty reasonable. So one idea in these lines is to trade off dark square bishops, because when your opponent fianchettos their bishop and castles this way, this dark square bishop is really important in controlling all the dark squares around here. So I'm going to actually go in. If I go in for it now, though, because he already has his rook moved over, he can just retreat his bishop, but it still might be worth a shot. I think I want to break this open now. But first, let's do this. Let's do this first. Okay, now we'll take. Let's see which way he recaptures. Okay. And then now we're going to pin. Now it gets a little tricky. I'm looking at queen to G6 or G5, or bishop to G5, or even, ooh, what about knight here with the idea of hopping in here? This looks interesting. Let's go with this. Let's go with this idea. The only problem is if I play this, he's got this attacking my bishop, and then my bishop's toast. So I don't want to really do that actually. Let's go with this idea. Bishop's ready to come here and give check. He might move that knight. All right, that's fine. So now my bishop's being hit. This pawn's also being hit. All right, that's a little bit of a problem. So I gotta take the bishop first, or throw this check in first. Now we're taking the bishop first. I'll probably take with the queen, and then I simply reinforce like this. Okay, that doesn't do anything. In fact, that actually, well, it almost does something, because then I could bring my knight here, but then he just takes. I don't quite have a check to win the queen. So, let's see, what can I do here? Let's see. This knight is not doing much. It's just defending this pawn pretty passively. All right, we're gonna retreat. We're gonna retreat the bishop all the way here, actually. I think that's what I want to do. And then the idea is I want to get my knight to hop in here and then hop over to this great outpost. So in chess, they say even a bad plan is better than no plan at all. So that's what we got going right now. Retheus, you say retreat. Yeah, I mean, sometimes in life you want to retreat and sometimes you got to go forward. Okay, so now the idea is if I move this knight, he's going to checkmate me right here, right? That's the whole point of this. So I'd love to get this push in, but I can't. So I need to do, I can't even do that first. So I guess we got to do this with the idea then of playing up, which is fine. That way I'll have horizontal control over this, and then I'll be able to move my knight to the square I want it. All right, here we go. Oh, first I gotta play this first. This knight move is incoming. By the way, this guy's legit. He's not a bad player. Oh, he saw it. He saw it. Okay. That's good for him. All right. Well, let's see what else he sees. I got to get this knight more active. Maybe a queen trade would actually be good for me here. Yeah, we're just gonna go in for the queen trade. No messing around. Here we go. I'm on the pawn. I have the file with the rook, which is good. Okay, now this is huge. This is good. This is really good. Okay, notice I'm attacking the knight. The bishop's pinned to the king. He just moved the king there so he could defend the pawn, but he didn't consider everything. All right, so now I'm just looking to double up rooks. Oh, maybe he's trying to trap my rook. That's fine. That's cool. It's a cool idea. This knight still needs to get in play more, but it's currently defending. Let's do this. I don't see a good way of him trapping my... Oh, I guess he could come right there even. I guess that's the way that works. Okay. Let's see. But hold on. I have take, and then I can hop my knight in here and create some trouble. And that's pretty cool. I don't want to take here. What if I hop in first? Then he takes... No, there's nothing there. All right, so he is going to trap. He is going to trap my. He is going to trap my rook a little bit, but I'm going to get the exchange. So I'm going to get the exchange for it. Okay, that's fine. And then I'll get this and a pawn. So it's like I got a lot of compensation, and that's something important to understand in chess. Sometimes you get what's called compensation. Okay, so then we do this. I'm looking to hop in over here with my knight. Okay, I'm on that pawn. All right. I need to get some more piece activity. This knight, again, is a dead piece. It's doing absolutely nothing. So this knight needs to get alive. So we're going to... Let's see. Actually, this is better. Ooh, he just gave up defense of that. That's kind of interesting. He's saying take the pawn and then he'll just... Well, I don't think it works, man. I don't think it works. I'm going to have this passer and completely mess up your pawn structure. Let's go with it. Let's go with it, though. Okay, so he's on the pawn. Oh, I see. He's looking to try to win that pawn. That's fine. Let's see. I could just take over here even. That looks great. Take here even. After I move this out of the way. Let's do... And that's not going to work. I'm going to have this pass pawn, which is going to be really annoying for him. All right. Let's just go with it because I'm running low on time too. This is my warm-up game, by the way. This is my warm-up game. I'm trying to push this pawn through and create some problems for him. Okay, he's got that check. Oh, he's got 2 pieces there. Okay, but yep, he's got the 2 pieces there, which I missed. But I'm looking to get this. All right. He's got to come back here now, I think, right? Oh, he's got that. So I push and then take. And then he'll win the knight, though, at the end of it. I think I did that move order incorrect. We're getting close to resign time, but let's just play a few more moves. I do have more pawns. He could come over here and check me. Yeah, that's best. It's funny, even though I'm up a ton of material, this is not super easy. Probably come swing the rook on over here. He pushes. We got this. Let's come back down here. He'll probably throw this check and I just come back here. Let's start pushing this piece up. Oh, no, yep. I mean, it's a total loss, but I have like a few cheap tricks that I might be able to implement. And I'm just getting killed on the clock is the other main issue. And he's just going to push through. So that's resign time. Oh, hold on a second. Don't want to do that because of the pin. So I guess I have... This is my only try even. No, not even. I'm just busted. I'm just busted. Yeah, I got to resign. And then that's just GG. All right, well, whatever. That was the first game. Not bad. A good warm-up game on that in that world. Okay, what do we have? We have all sorts of stuff. We have stretch. We have stretch. All right, hold on a second. Let's do some stretching. Stretching is important. Sorry it took me a long time to get to your redemptions, Arethius. Ugh. Yeah, it's good to stretch out, man. It is good to stretch out. We got stretch. We got posture check. All right, my posture's in line. And then we got hydrate. We got hydrate. All right. Yeah, the beard is great. Tindereos. Hey, good to see you, friend. How you doing, man? Yeah, the beard is coming along. New Year's Eve was like a major emotional night for me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start fresh. I'm gonna chop off the beard. I'm gonna, just completely go clean shaven for a while. And that was a complete fucking disaster, to be honest. I hated the way it looked, so I decided then I was just gonna grow it back out, and then I've had to cut it a couple times, not all the way down, but just to kind of trim it and. But now it's finally growing out. The beard is looking pretty decent. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Arethius, you say hell of an effort, dude. Yeah, it was fine, man. It's a warm up game, and I'm streaming. When I'm streaming, I play like 300 points lower than I normally play. So that's just how it goes. That's how it goes. Let's see. Tindereos, you say your redemptions. Oh, Tindereos, they were your redemptions. Oh. My fucking bad. I can't even read. Apparently, I can't read anymore. Yes. No, yeah, those are absolutely your redemptions. And they were appreciated, by the way, because, like, stretching is important. If you don't agree that stretching is important, then look at the animals. All the animals stretch. Dogs stretch. Cats stretch. Why do you think they stretch? Because it's natural, and we're animals, basically. But, yeah, so I got to the redemptions. Yeah. Tinderos, you say now our beards are even more similar. Yeah, I mean... I've never seen your beard though. I don't think I've seen your beard, but you've mentioned before that they're growing out and they look similar. So I believe you, man. I definitely believe you. One Sluggy's here. One Sluggy, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. One Sluggy is a former streamer on Twitch. I say that, but he could get back into it at any moment, right? He does a lot of retro gaming. And he's done like walks around his neighborhood, and he's a good dude. He's a really good dude. So he's definitely a welcome part of the community. How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's going for you. Not much, is chilling. Okay, yeah, I got the new Alex Gray prints in the back. That's like the big change to the stream. And as I was showing everyone earlier, we can go red mode. That looks kind of fucked up, right? We can go green mode, or for the meditations, we've been doing blue mode, which I think looks pretty cool. I think it's just a nice addition, right? I've had these pictures for a long time. I've had these prints, and I've had them on this wall, which no one can see. I can't share my this wall to the community, right? Unless I got a second camera, which I don't want to do. So I decided just to get some straight up lights, and just go with it. And it's got the remote too, which is also pretty badass. What about color redemptions? I like it, man. That's a good idea. That's a good fucking idea. I'm gonna do it right now. Hold on, let's see if I can do it now. Zen points. All right. No, I need to do it though. I want to do it because that's a cool redemption. Let me go to my Twitch settings, channel. Where is it located? Oh, viewer rewards, right? How about that? That's a good one. All right. Manage rewards. Yep. All right. Custom. Yeah. I got it. I know how to do all that shit. Hydrate, posture check. We need to add new custom reward. Change the color. Change the background lighting. Change the background lighting. And then red, blue, green, and then give the reward a name. We'll call it lighting change. No, we'll just call it change the lighting. The room lighting. Okay, cool. How much should I make this reward? Let's see. I don't know. Like, what's a good amount? Maybe 1,000 channel points? I think that's probably reasonable, because it's got to be more than like it's got to be more than you know, like a posture check or something like that. All right, and then I think we're good here, and I think everything's good. So it's create. All right, I just created it. I don't know if it will kick in yet, but let's see. Let's see. You might have to refresh, or I don't know if even if you have to refresh, but there it is. Change the room lighting. It's right there. It's right there. Okay, cool. And maybe I have to have like a timeout for it, because I don't want to keep changing the lighting like constantly, right? That'd be ridiculous. All right. Well, cool. All right, that worked. All right. So let's get all this out of here. No. Okay, we're good. We're good. Tindereos, you want the red lighting? Okay. So here we go. Here we go. All right. So red. Yeah, and I have to have a thing where you enter it. All right. So let's go to red. All right, now it's getting kind of crazy in here. Like with this red lighting, I mean, I don't know. It gets a little crazy. This is as red as I can get it. This is as red as I can get it right now. Hold on, I can do like, wait a second. Like, do you want it like more like that? Like, is that redder or is this redder? I think this is redder. All right, we're going with this. This looks fucked up though, dude. This looks totally spooky. Yeah, one sluggy. This looks really spooky, right? I don't know. We'll see how it affects my chest. We'll see how it affects my chest though. The Doom aesthetic. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's fucking rock this. Let's do some more chess. This time I'm gonna win though. I'm pissed off, so I gotta win this game now. I gotta redeem myself. All right. Let's go back. Here we go. Cool. We're all ready. We're all ready to go. All right. Let's beat someone up in chess. All right. D4. So this is the Budapest Gambit. Oh, I don't know what this is. This might just be garbage. Yeah, this is just dude, fuck this guy, dude. You don't get a take back, dude. This is garbage. Oh, he's going to beat me because I fell for this stupid trap, right? And then, because then my only move is a take, right? So I just resign. Yeah, and he even did the take back one or whatever. So that was dumb. I just fell for the dumbest trap ever. So let's do a new opponent. All right, okay, let's go. Let's actually play a serious game here. Everyone can see this, right? Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. Let's check it out. So now we have just a straightforward game going. That was a cool little trick. I forgot about that one. Nice little trap that my opponent used on me. This guy's taking his time. All right, there we go. Let's get the knight out. All right. Pin the knight. Okay. Now, this looks interesting. I want to go with this. I'm going to lose a pawn here. Yeah, I'm playing really fucking weird chess right now. But he's gonna have double pawns. I want to try something new. That's like my main thing right now. I just want to get some new ideas in here. Notice I'm on these two pawns and they're both undefended. He might try pushing, opening up at a... No, that won't work because then I'll just... All right, so he comes in here with the check. Ooh, this is really ugly chess, so I got to move my king already. He'll come in here and take. Oops. He'll come in here and take. And then I just move rook over. So... Yeah, I'm just going to lose this game. I'm playing terrible chess. Maybe we're going to call it an early day for chess. I'm like, all right, everyone, we're going to be playing a lot of chess today. And now, like, I'm not going to be playing any. It's funny. Notice how his queen's even covering this square right here on G7. Knight's looking to come out. Doesn't do anything. So this guy might get cocky because he's up so much material. He's up 3 pawns. We'll see. We'll see if he gets cocky or not. Hey, Victor Sor, man, good to see you. I am playing some of the worst chess that I played in a long time right now, man. It's quite an interesting moment in life. I was playing great chess last night. Just putting myself in pins, seeing what's happening. Does nothing. That actually helps me because then I can get a little development in. I'll take it. I'm still on this. How are you doing, Victor Sir? What's going on with you, man? It's been a while. What do you think of the new lighting setup? We got the new lighting setup. Here, I'll show you the other colors too. We got green. Right? And then we got blue as well. I've been using the blue for meditation. I think it's pretty badass actually. But yeah, I have a redemption. So you can, these are Alex Gray prints. You can redeem, do the redemption and get any color you want. Okay, so let's go back to the game. So he's doing this. All right, that's not a good move from my understanding of chess because I just do this. And now I develop with tempo. Finally, see, that's the one thing. He only has one piece developed, and that doesn't do anything because I just do this. He only has one piece developed, and I have a bunch of pieces developed. So basically, you know, if I do have a shot, that's why I'm sticking around here. All right, that's not a good move. Rook over. Actually, if he does rook over, I have something interesting. I got rook over here with check, and if he takes, then I have check. And it's starting to look a little dicey for him. Whoa. All right, this guy's doing all sorts of weird shit. Where do I want my king? I want to connect my rooks. He's got these checks right here. I just don't feel like they do a ton, though. Like, what if I come over here? What does he have if I come over here? He could bring his, like, queen back here. In which case, I play queen here. Okay, so he went in for that. I don't blame him. If I can get these rooks doubled up here, I'll be in really good shape. I was looking at knight out either here or here, but I don't think that does quite enough. Let's just let's keep things simple. We're just gonna double up rooks on this D file. Right here, getting close to mate. He has no piece activity. But he's got 3 pawns because he went pawn hunting with his king. Victor Story, you say, been working on building a resume to apply for data science jobs. Nice. Also working on putting out a script for YouTube videos, some of your ideas. Big blunder. Queen takes G7 is GG. Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff going on these days in these chess games, and that's cool though that you're working on putting a script for your YouTube video and some of your ideas. I'd love to check it out, man. Whenever you do, just send me something in Discord and we can talk about it. All right. So let's see. What did he do? He moved out his knight. All right. We're going with this. Like to get this light square bishop a little more active. I'm actually up on time this game. Victor, so you say it feels like that's all people do on Lichess these days. Only ever going to proactive moves, even when it compromises their positions. Yeah, people don't know how to defend typically. You know, people. That's one thing. It's like everyone's all about attack now. But there's definitely an art to defense. And I'm a really when I play seriously, I'm a really good defender. But my attacking is actually not the best in the world. But yeah, I don't know. They say attack is the best defense in chess, so we'll see. All right, so he moved his knight, which I'm really happy about because now, oops, hold on a second. Now, oh, that's it. That's game. Yeah, he didn't know what to fucking do, right? This knight, when it was here, was defending the weak d8 square, right? All right, well, there we go. I'm on the board. I won a game. Beautiful. All right. He said, indeed, defense is just as beautiful as attack. Absolutely. If you can put together like an incredible defense, like in a perilous situation, I mean, that shows a lot about your character, right? And when you say, wow, nice. Yeah. I mean, that was fun, right? I mean, the guy did blunder at the end of the day, and I wasn't playing great. But, you know, I was totally losing that one. Thought you were losing that one? Yeah. I mean, no, it was a mess. When he moved the knight away, then I was able to really take advantage of those doubled up rooks. All right, so maybe one more, see if we can end on a positive note, and then we'll do some meditation. So let's go new opponent. The best was when I won 23 games in a row on Lichess, Anonymous Chess, and I streamed the whole thing. It was like an 11 or 12 hour stream. That was a cool one. All right. This is all standard stuff, nothing special. Where's the bishop going? Oh, he did passive. Now, when they do passive bishop moves, I actually go for this idea. This is not a good book move, all right? But sometimes I can get away with it. All right, we go for this. Now, if he does this, I'm not going to be happy, but okay. So the idea now is I'm going to control this entire fucking diagonal with my bishop. I'm going to attack on the queen side, and this is going to be pretty. This is going to be pretty how this works out. This bishop is going to become a gigantic beast. The problem is you can only play it when they're very passive with their dark square bishop, and in certain other circumstances. But it's definitely not a book move. I will tell you that. Like right now, the guy's thinking. He probably understands that this bishop is going to be like a really big pest. Also, once like this pawn comes out, and these pawns start moving, this rook won't be able to come to b8 because this bishop will be controlling the square. So I'll be able to bring my rook over and control the file, and my bishop will be converging on b8. So, and he left. He couldn't even handle it. He realized his mistake, and he's just leaving. That's how a lot of people are in Lichess. They're like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win. So we're just going to leave. All right, let's claim victory. 2 in a row. Let's see. Victor, sir, you say, have I ever seen any Alpha Zero games? Yeah, absolutely. And Leela, Alpha Zero or Lola or whatever, Leela, I think it's. Yeah, the two AIs, the two really good chess AIs, man. I've watched some of their games. They're fucking crazy, man. They're just sacrificing pieces left and right for positional advantages. I thought that was really cool. That was like the one major thing that I took home from that. You know, they're like, hey, you don't need your knight as long as you can get another piece to a very good square. You know, like maybe you won't need your knight, but at the same time, they're also like playing perfectly, right? So. Victor Sir, you say, well, one of the most amazing defenders you've ever seen. Yeah, they're no joke. They don't care. They'll run their king to the center of the board and defend it perfectly. You know, if you have that kind of processing power, it's, you know, then it's probably pretty easy, right? All right, that was a quick one, so we got to do one more. All right, here we go. Sicilian defense. He has like Sicilian. All right, so let's do another one. I'm not going to count that as a win because it was only 2 moves. That's fucked up. That's not a good move. All right, so I got to figure out how to punish this move. That's a really bad move. I could just go straight here. I could go for my hyper accelerated dragon setup. This is not right though. We're just gonna go in like this. All right. This dude just making a bunch of pawn moves. Okay, so now that he played c3, and this is a very important concept for all you who are learning chess, especially people who play the Sicilian. Once they play c3, then you do push out right here. This is kind of like the Alapin, right? Because the knight cannot develop to the natural c3 square and kick your queen back once you recapture. So this is a problem for them. That's a major issue for them. You'll see in a second. All right, there we go. I don't think I want to take. Well, look at this. Look how weak this is. This is crazy. It's crazy how weak that is. All right, I feel like they're close to being busted already. It's like it's kind of insane. All right, we're going for some development. I was tempted to play queen over here and start going with these ideas, but you know, yeah, he's defending it. He's defending it fine, right? Okay. Knight out. Yeah, we're just gonna do some natural developing moves right now. Nothing too spectacular. Notice I have 1, 2, 3 minor pieces developed. He only has 2, so that's an advantage for me, right? And I'm going to be castled, but I don't know if I want to castle yet because this push will be coming eventually. Let's see, is there anything better? I think I want to take here first. And I'm giving him the center a little bit, right? That's the one thing I'm giving him, but it's not going to be super important, I don't think. All right, let's do this. This looks like a pretty annoying move. I mean, sure, queen can come out or over here, but all right. Hopping over here. I have 2 pieces attacking this. He could always move his knight somewhere, opening up a discovered defense. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's something interesting with this. All right, so he's going in for that. That loses. All right, everyone find the tactic. Everyone find the tactic. All of you chess players out there, let's see who can see the tactic. What's the winning tactic? You got 10 seconds. Victor Sir, you say, yeah, of course, supercomputers, LOL. But did you see my message about your script? I'll have to look at it in a minute. One Soggy, you got about maybe another 10 seconds. What's the winning tactic? Yes, Forkaroonie. Victor Sor's got it. The killer fork, the royal fork, right? Bam, bam. He's in trouble. He's going to resign now or leave. Yeah, he resigned. Okay, let me go back to your message about the script. Like sometimes when I read things, I don't go super deep into them, you know, because like a bunch of people are writing stuff in chat. I just kind of take like a superficial look at it. So it says, thanks, man. I can send you my script right now. Actually, I'm editing it to put it in bullet form just send me your email. Oh, on Discord, and I'll share it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just do that right now. But hold on, let me make sure I'm not like showing everyone my stuff. So let's come back here. All right, let's go to Discord. Gotta find you. Friends. I think this is you, right? Yeah, the screen's just small. It just has you down as V. Are you V? V with 3 dots after it? I don't know why you're V with 3 dots after it, but all right. Here we go. I believe that should all be good. Okay. All right, you got it, man. And then there's Z. Why is everyone just like a Z and a few dots? Is this what happens when you update your username? It just makes everyone like a letter and a few dots. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe it's because I had it minimized. Who knows? But yeah, that's just kind of weird. Okay. Anyways, where else are we at? Forkroni, C1. Oh, yeah, you got it. 1 second. Yeah, right. It's like the best fork in the game, right? Because it's game over. Like I don't know if there have been any games where I get that fork, like any time early in the game where I've ever lost. I mean, it just doesn't happen, right? Okay, all right. I'm gonna fill up my water and then we're gonna do some meditation. Hang tight. Ooh, let me actually. Yeah, how about that? How about that aesthetic? I should also mute this because it's good. All right, we are back. Well, let's change categories because we're no longer playing chess. We are on to the guided meditation part of the stream. So let's go to fitness and health. And we are ready. Okay. So yeah, I always come out intense and I'm full of energy and I always like to entertain and do all sorts of shit. And then we slow things down and travel to the place of peace and oneness within our hearts. So find a comfortable seated position. You can sit on the floor in lotus pose. You can sit cross-legged. Or you can sit in a chair. The main thing is to find a position that is comfortable for you. And then gently close your eyes and take a few slow, deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. I have an Amitabha Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that rings every 2 seconds. And you can use it to help regulate your breath count. So take a few more slow, deep breaths on your own, becoming one with your breath count. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, slowly raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, slowly lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, raising your belly. Exhale, lowering your belly. Breathe in, raising your abdomen. Breathe out, lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breathing. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your breath calms your body, and your body calms your mind. Be mindful of your breath count. Visualize yourself sitting on the tallest mountaintop. Watching the clouds float through the sky beneath you. Two clouds float together and merge into one. one cloud stretches apart, dividing into two. These clouds float through the sky before disappearing over the horizon. These clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being and exist for a while in conscious awareness before disappearing from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Keep your focus on your breathing. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky before disappearing over the horizon, and return your awareness to your breathing. Your essence is love. Your love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Helping them remember their own internal light within themselves. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is awakened from the dream of separation. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing any ego which blocks your third eye vision. Stay true to your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, release them and return to your breath. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of conscious awareness. Go all the way down to your heart chakra. Feel the love emanating from this location. And the warmth which surrounds this love. Experience the perfect peace residing here. And the joy which accompanies it. For in this place, you exist in a state of perfect monism. In this place, all is one. Divisions cannot exist here. For that which is eternally one can never be divided. Anxiety of any kind cannot reside here. For that which was created eternally to be peaceful can never be anxious. Fear cannot enter this space. For that which is eternally filled with love can contain nothing else. This place is your eternal home. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit to you. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which blocks your evolution. Stay true to your breathing. On your next breath, travel down beneath the level of consciousness. To the place where your essence flows the strongest. The place of perfect peace residing in your core. The location where opposites cannot enter. Focus on this center point. And when you're ready, travel through. I'll see you on the other side. Here, at your center point, you recall your true identity. At your center, you remember how you came to be. Here, at your center point, you recall your divine purpose. To spread love and light to all of those whom you encounter. Focus on your center point. Remembering that you are perfect love. You were created like your source. And you flow eternally from the source of all creation. Focus on your center. Being grateful that you were given this home. Stay focused on your center. And remember who you truly are. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all stress and tension from your body. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all stress and tension from your mind. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your being. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Gently open your eyes and return to this corporeal form, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your days. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing the sacred space with me. I am honored and humbled to be here with you as your meditation guide. I hope you each got something out of this meditation. I hope you feel more peaceful and loving. I hope you feel more centered and grounded. I hope your lunch is digested in a very efficient manner. And most importantly, I hope you're able to take the peace and love of this meditation with you out into the external world and share it with those whom you encounter. Namaste. All right. That was a 30-minute and 31-second meditation, which is great. JT Farms, so good that you were able to make it. I'm not sure if you're on break at work or what's going on. In fact, we need to talk. It's been too long that we've actually talked IRL, so maybe after the stream, if you have time, we can talk or something, or if you're at work, we'll talk some other time. Evelyn, big shout out to Evelyn Yoga. Let me give her a proper shout out because she deserves nothing but the best. She doesn't stream a ton on Twitch anymore, but she is an excellent yogi, and she has done plenty of streaming, and she's a great friend of the community, a great friend of mine, a wonderful human being, and I'm always grateful when Evelyn pops in, even if it's just for her lunch break. So it's great to have you around. You said, your laptop shat itself. Oh, well, that's no good. But what do you think of these red lights? This is the new addition to this stream. So maybe that's why you're not streaming, because your laptop went out on you. We got green too. Green, kind of boring, right? The blue, I think, are most conducive to meditation. I'm sorry about your laptop. Hopefully you'll get a new setup and you'll be able to do some streaming soon. And then we just have right here, we have these lights. Hey, Goddess Nova just rated the channel with 3 viewers. Much appreciated, Goddess Nova. Excellent. Let's give you a shout out. I love the name, by the way. Are those zeros or... Oh, is it Kyrie? Is Goddess Nova Kyrie? I don't know. I don't know how it's working. People change their names. Oh, it is you. Awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're always changing your name. I never know what to call you. Well, welcome in, Goddess Nova. Goddess Nova is a streamer here on Twitch. A VTuber, super awesome human being, a super awesome VTuber. Definitely check him out. Drop him a follow. Good dude, really authentic and genuine. And I was just saying, Evelyn is a streamer too, and a wonderful human being. And then JT is my channel shaman, and she keeps the energy in here in perfect balance and perfect alignment. It's great to have you here. Victor Soar is an awesome dude. He's an intellectual, and he's a chess player. A really damn good chess player. We still haven't gone over, was it the Trumpowski? Victor Soar, man, we were talking about that. We never actually did that, man. We never actually went over. I thought you called it the Trumpowski opening. But and if I recall, you said it was like the strongest opening in chess, but it's not typically played a lot. And when someone says it's the strongest opening in chess, it kind of leads me to believe that it's more of a computer opening, but maybe not. We'll have to check that out at some time. Okay, Evelyn, we've got to get back to work now. All right. Well, hey, it was so great that you got to pop in. It warmed my heart when you showed up. So I'll send me a message whenever, or I'll send you a message and we'll catch up. All right. Victor, so you say yes, it's an alpha 0 opening. Yeah, that's why it's probably not very intuitive to the human mind yet, right? Because we haven't fully evolved into computers yet, right? Yeah, Goddess Nova. It has been a long time. It totally hit. Oh, the Paul Ugavsky. I don't know why I said the Trumpowski. The Paul Ugavsky. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I've never played that opening. But we'll have to. Yeah, we'll do a dual stream. And we'll check it out. We'll check it out. All right. Let's see. Where else are we at? Did I miss anything? Thanks again for the raid. Oh, we had a follow earlier on. It was Quirl Lucas, Quirl Qler. How do you say that? Quirl Lucas. Okay, well, I'm probably botching your name, but I'm sorry. But thank you so much for the follow. And then Rethius, thank you so much for the subscription, man. I appreciate that, dude. And then one sluggy, man. It was so good to have you in here. I know sometimes you do stick around for the meditations too, and you do meditate with me, man. And I appreciate that, man. You're a good dude. You really are, and I care about you, man. And I hope things are going well for you, and I hope you're getting the things out of life that you want. Let's see. Victor, so you say, oh, JT, I just shared it with Agni, a script I'll use for YouTube video on your ideas. Yeah, absolutely. Like and you can just put it. You can just put it in the Discord. You can just maybe I'll even make a section or something if you want. If you want to put it in the Discord, we'll figure that out. I haven't been streaming as much lately, but I got the new setup, so I feel like I want to stream more because I'm pretty happy with the way things look behind me now. So that's good. All right. Okay. Anyways, I think we're all caught up just about. Oh, Evelyn, check my Instagram. I never check Instagram. I mean, well, not never, but rarely. I will check my Instagram though. You have a message there waiting for me. Ooh, that's exciting. That's exciting. I always love our communications. And by the way, Evelyn Yoga was one of the few people. Actually, Evelyn and One Sluggy. I both did chess lessons on stream, which was pretty cool. One Sluggy, I gave you a chess lesson on stream, but if I recall, I don't remember if we had video for that one. I know with Evelyn we had video. One Sluggy, I don't remember if that was before I figured out how to do guest star and get your video on the screen or not. Yeah, you don't remember either. It was a long time ago, dude. It was a long time ago. But yeah. All right. Let's see. I gotta start. We say when do we gonna see the fantastic chess player again? I was playing earlier, man. You missed it. I played like 6 or 7 games. I lost my first few, just really, really garbagey, and then I won on my last one. So it went well at the end. But yeah, I lost my first few, but it was just. That it was warm. It's like warm-up games, right? If you're going to warm up for a sport or an activity, it usually takes a little while. So they were just warm-up games, anonymous games on Elite Chess. So it wasn't that bad. All right. Well, I think we're all just about all caught up. Still going to do that chess I already did it, man. Oh, you didn't hear the story. Goddess Nova. So I played in the Chicago Open, the biggest chess tournament in the Midwest every year, or at least in Chicago every year. And I was rocking. I had 4 wins and 1 loss going into the final 2 rounds. So the final day had 2 rounds. If I won both of those games, I would have finished second place out of 125 people. And I was winning in both of those games. But it ended in disaster, and I blew both those games, and I finished 4-3, which was 36th place out of 125. So it ended in disaster. I was totally bummed out about it, but that's just how it goes sometimes, No, I didn't stream it, dude. These chess tournaments, I have to have all my concentration on the board. Like it would be like, if LeBron James isn't going to sit there with like a camera and stream his basketball games, running around the court, right? You have to have all your energy and all your focus, on the game, and you can't have any distractions. So yeah, exactly. Next time maybe better. Yeah, I wanted to get second place. I wanted to get first, but then I wasn't able to do that. But I almost got second. I was winning both those final 2 games, but the first one I got in time pressure, and then I blundered, and then the second one I was in a really fucked up mental state from losing that previous game, and I didn't get my shit together. But they were good games. The first 5 in particular were really good, right? Yeah, I gave it everything I had. I gave it everything I had. I was disappointed, but That's just how it goes. All right. Let's see who's out there in the Twitch world. Let's see who's out there. Because we're at that time. We're at that time where we raid people. Let's see. Oh, Aristotle's streaming. Holy shit. No brainer. No brainer. Aristotle streaming. All right, well, that's easy. All right, so we are going to give him a raid. Eris is a philosophy streamer here on Twitch, a really good friend of mine, really good dude. I fucking love this guy. He brings philosophy to the masses. He talks about anything in his streams. He's actually got a PhD in philosophy and is a college professor. So send some love his way. If you're a subscriber, copy and paste this raid call. If not, just be, send some love. Tell him you appreciate him and what he does. Because philosophy is important and he's bringing it to everyone. So, thank you all so much. By the way, thank you all so much for hanging with me tonight and meditating with me, or at least popping in and saying hi. And we're gonna give him a big raid now. All right. Be kind to the people around you if you can. Just do your best to love those around you. Be kind and be good to yourself too. That's most important. Try to take care of yourself. Namaste.